Hey guys, welcome to the special marathon training series on the Mike White podcast. Clark and I are planning to run a marathon at the end of 2023, so we'll be getting together every week on the podcast, discussing how our training's going and what the path is moving forward. Hope y'all enjoy. Welcome to the Mike White podcast marathon training series. Another week in the books. How's it going, Clark?
Hey, MJ. It's going well over here. How about yourself?
It's not good. We got to do, as I don't know what you guys call it in your field, but in the Navy, this is critique worthier. I don't know about an incident report, but definitely deserves a debrief or a hot wash. But I'm missing some workouts, and it was all things that I could have planned around because I knew that Vegas trip was coming, and so I missed probably at least 4 workouts, and then I posted the podcast late, so I gotta turn the ship around.
MJ, you gotta stick with it. Otherwise, it'll just fall apart.
And I realized okay, this is important to me, so I gotta make sure I plan better. That was my root cause analysis: is poor planning, because there's no excuse. So I get a do over here in a couple weeks. I'm going to Japan, so we'll have to figure out what the best way. I don't know if we can even talk on this one or definitely the next podcast about if I can't run, what's the best alternative, like jump rope, or like what if I'm staying in one of those capsules? Do I run and find a hotel or a gym to shower in? How does that work? What's your take on that?
Mm, it's hard to substitute anything for running. Running's going to be your best thing to get you ready for it. Um, I mean, it's important that you keep your heart rate going up, and you're trying to focus on developing your aerobic capacity. So it's definitely tough, but I think that the best thing you can do is try to figure out how you can run, even if it's on a treadmill. But there's some substitutions you can make. That one, I think we're going to have just a little bit more information on, because cross training is important, but it's just not a perfect substitute for it.
Yeah, and I think the big thing is make sure I have a plan going in, because that's what was stressful with Vegas, is I kind of just let it happen, and then I was kind of mad at myself for not getting the workouts in, but I also didn't want to do some of the runs while I was there with my family and watching the game, and so I should have figured out what made the most sense before going and just executed then. So that's a lesson learned. But did your week go better?
Yeah, it was okay. The progression run was really tough.
Yeah, you did the math wrong too. You made me thinking I was going to run 70 minutes, and then I was adding up the minutes, and like, that's 80 minutes. Added 10 extra minutes on that.
I guess I just planned on 70 minutes and I went for it. Not,
Yeah.
yeah, you're looking at it. Yeah. Oops.
That's a good one though. That was tough. I did that after I did the legs, like right before. So
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty slow, but still I'm sure my heart rate was going. Are you weight training while you're training for this at all, or
No,
have you
not at all.
touched a weight in months?
No, just running.
Did you weight train in college?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was, especially what I would do is on my hard workouts, I would go right after the workout and I'd go lift. And so that was, I mean, it was tough to lift after that, but I think I didn't ever want to compromise my workouts. So it made sense to do it like that.
To do after? And did you do a lot of squats? Like, I hear squats are the master workout. Like anything you want to do, just do squats.
We did weighted squats. That was more important during off season. And then whenever I got into season, I kind of wanted to tone myself, and so it kind of shifted more towards not body weight, but lighter weights, higher rep sort of situations.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, that's interesting because when you're running that much anyway, it would seem like it'd be near impossible to actually bulk, like gain a bunch of weight. So you
Hmm.
wonder if that the high reps is ideal. I don't know. I don't know if there's, or I guess you got to decide
More
first what
for,
is the purpose.
yeah, lifting isn't, especially whenever you're running long distance, lifting isn't to bulk up. That's to basically strengthen your muscles just so that you have more stability and to prevent injury. I mean, you also get benefits from like doing a little bit heavier stuff or doing a little bit harder stuff. Um, Whenever you like talk about hills or explosiveness, but for real distance running, really what it's for is if you're lifting, you really want to be focused on how do I strengthen my muscles so that I'm pretty. You want to balance out the muscles that you aren't really fatiguing whenever you're doing your longer runs, so that you're not overstressing one and creating a problem in a different area. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's good. So, doing what you did, doing the lighter weight fits that purpose,
Mm-hmm.
high reps. And for anyone that isn't like, doesn't have access to a gym, doesn't want to do the membership, any of that, just a shout out to Jerry Teixeira, JT, and his company, his YouTube thing is, I think, body weight strength. And he does everything with just body weight. And there's ways to make that progressively more difficult. And the big thing is you need a pull up bar. Like pull up bar is, or somewhere to do pull ups is great. And then if you want to get any other piece of equipment, he does a lot with rings, and rings can just destroy you, destroy your body. Like the things he can do with the rings is insane. But if anyone wants to do body weight exercise, check out JT, Jerry Teixeira. But after that plug, Clark, what do we got for next week?
So I promised an easier week, and so I'm going to deliver. So Monday, real easy. Just go out and have fun. 8 miles, conversational pace. Tuesday, we want a 20-minute jog into a 40-minute tempo run. So and that's going to be at our marathon pace, and then a 20-minute cool down. With a with Wednesday, I don't know how I'm going to be feeling after Wednesday, so I put it as off or 60 minutes. Then 8 miles on Thursday, conversational pace, and then another 10-mile progression run. That one is going to be a little bit tough.
What's
Saturday off.
what's a progression run?
So that's exactly what we did last week.
Okay.
So you're going to start off really controlled, really comfortable, and then let's say a third of the way through, three, we'll call it 3.5 miles in. We're going to pick it up a little bit. I'd say where you're comfortable, but you're pushing yourself just a little bit, and then for the last 3.5, maybe even let's call it two, we're really pushing ourselves to feel pretty fatigued. And then Saturday off, and then Sunday 70 minutes. Just I wouldn't say we have to push that one very hard after that progression run. Just go out there and have a good long run.
Getting all our miles in.
Yeah,
Nice. And then that week after, the Monday run looks like eight 8 miles.
that's right. 8 miles on Monday in the morning, and then 3 miles in the evening.
All right. Well, it's good. It sounds like it's a good week to get those base miles in, and only that one tempo run, and the progression will be tough, but definitely a week to recover a little bit and
Mm.
refocus and get after it. Oh, the other thing I was gonna. Do you remember? You remember Andre from high school that ran with us?
Of course.
He's in Austin, so I'm gonna try to see if I can run with him. I've been seeing he's training for a marathon as well, and I think he's even a little bit faster than me right now. So that would be good at these long run weeks to see if I could do it with him. So
that'd be good.
I'll let you know. All right, Clark, that's all I got. You have anything else?
Oh, that's it. Let's have fun.
All right. Well, best of luck to everyone out there, and enjoy the week. See you. Thank you for listening to the Mike White Podcast. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Mike White Pod, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Y'all have a great day.